Hey, fellow YouTubers. So I have this GE Monogram electric dual oven, and I noticed through the holidays I was opening up the doors and light wasn't coming on like this one, right? Close it. So what I went online to try to find something to show how to change the lights, and there was nothing there. So the first thing I do is I start searching for the manual, reading through the manual, then I figured it out. So I figured I'd show you guys. So I don't want to kind of really, post videos of how to screw on a light bulb or change an outlet or something. So anyway, so this one's already going to come on because it's I changed the 3 lights. As you can see, this oven's got some cleaning to do. But at first, if you can imagine this, when you have 2 lights that don't come on, and here's a switch up here, the first thing you think, okay, there must be something wrong with the switch, right? So what I did is you have to go into these lights here. And the neat thing about it, now you do have to remove the shelves, the racks there, and also the holders here, which is pretty simple. But what you do, and the trick to this thing is you got to grab this thing on the back, on the front end here, and get under that lip and then pull it this way and it'll come off. Now here's the thing. What's going to happen, it's going to take some of these clips with it. But what you do, that's the orientation of the clip. So what you want to do is smash them down a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera at the same time. And then, hang on, and slide them in like that on each one of them. I got to pick up the one I dropped. So there you go. Now, what I did is, these are halogen bulbs, okay? You can go down to Home Depot and buy them, and they're like $8 for 2, and at least you don't have to wait for them to come in. But they're G8, and that's the socket diameter there, and they're halogen 120 volts, and they're 20 watts. You don't want to go any more than 25 from what the book says, but I didn't find any 25 out there. But as you can see, hold up here, these were all the ones that I had, and they were all burned out. And typically, when you go and press the switch and nothing works, you start thinking, is it the switch, right? But in this case, these bulbs burned out. Now, and I'll show you here real quick, so you can tell those 3 work. Those 2, I got one I have to replace. Kind of hard to see, but I'm not going to be worried about that. No sense of buying for just one. So anyway, you can find those here. And one of the things you might want to check with continuity is that you can check, put your, hang on a second. Let me do this right. It's going to be hard to do this while we're sitting there. But you look at this meter, and it'll jump back and forth. Well, this is going to be difficult, but hang on, I have no way of doing this. You'll have to take my word for it. And, see, there you go. See it jumping up? And now that I know I have resistance. Now, it doesn't beep because I think the filament, it's too small to kind of carry that audible sound, but it does. You can see it's moving. And then, so I know that the bulbs are good. And all the other ones that I did test are bad. So I'm going to put one in. I'm going to show you how to do this. So first thing you want to do is you want to get like a little napkin like this. This is probably going to be pretty hard for me to do. Now, what I was trying to do was, this is going to be difficult. But typically, here are the sockets, and you push this thing in this way. Right, now what I like to do first is I'd like to hold this button here, push this in, and then put the socket in, the light in, and then let it go, and then it'll come on. So I'm going to do that, but just sit tight. Oh, there you go. So I got that one in, and as you can see, it turns on and turns off. So I want to put the last 2 in, and then I'll put this all together, and we'll be right back. Well, there you have it. Turn off, turn on. So now I'm going to put that cover back on. And one of the things you want to do is while you have it out, just take some soap and water and let's clean this thing so it's bright enough out, to give enough light in the oven. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to take those clips, squeeze them, and then slide them in. That's the orientation that they go. Let's see if I can try to do this. Oop, one fell out. 1 second. Two fell out. I'm fumbling around with this camera here. All right, hold up there. So there it is. Try to get the thing back on so you guys can see. You put this, as you can see, that it actually has divots in there. And then you want to slide them in. Hard to do this well. Hopefully you guys can see this. There you go. And then, oh, one clip fell out. Oh, boo. So I'll try to open that up. Two clips fell out. See, this is really difficult of doing this with the camera. So hang on 1 second. Okay, there we go. We're good now, I think. So I'm going to try to put this on here. There we go. Come down a little bit, maybe. Come back. And then close it. There we go. So now it's all closed. That's why it's imperative to tighten those clips, because you want to have a good seal on that, because it is going to get hot. I'm not sure why. I can't understand why they wouldn't just make these LEDs. You wouldn't have any, because you can already touch the glass and it is warm. I mean, so close this thing up and we'll wrap it up. One last thing to remember, these brackets are pretty simple. Just go right inside the studs right there. And then you tighten them in with 4 bolts. All right, be back. All right, and there you have it. Lights are on. Turns on, turns off. So hope that helps. If you guys have any comments, just let me know and I'll answer them. Take care and Merry Christmas.